In his statement to ESPN, he plans to bring forward that he plans to play on Wednesday against the Atlanta Hawks on Wednesday, after kidnapping with a 3-year calf strain for about 4 months. The Towns will make one last check before the match, but he said he was waiting to play for the first time since November 28. "I'm very excited to go back to court and help my team because these 9 games are very important," said. Minnesota is currently 9th in the Western Conference ranking. Towns, despite the long rehabilitation process in the last 4 months after returning to the rest of the restriction, he said, "I'm just trying to take the place where I stay." The Towns said, "I was saying to my father just before hurting, I felt the most complete as a player in my career. From the defensive end, the end of the offensive, the mental point of view. In terms of leadership, I felt very complete." Quote, "The Towns injured in a game against Washington Wizards said a third-class calf spraggling was really a tear. When there's a torn calf, it's an important calf," Towns said. "Time takes time. And as my size, you don't want it to be like KD in Golden State." Initially, the Towns thought it would be a few months, but he experienced a great mishap for 6 weeks of rehabilitation process that sent him back to the beginning of the process. "The turn is close. And then the explosion," Towns said. "Do it a little too much. Only in essence. Pull back. And now we're back to a frame again." Rehabilitation lasted for the second time. "For months he wore a boat on his lower leg. He wouldn't heal unless we emptied," Towns said. Quote, "The hardest part was not being able to watch the game from the counter. I can't extend my leg because of blood and everything. We tested it once. I was in the tunnel. The fans did not see me. But in 15 minutes I was standing with boot. My legs were very painful. I didn't see it. But I was on the back of the locker room." Quote, "During the season, Towns, the team's observations with a notebook kept. I don't feel that I lost my name." The Towns said, I actually won the steps because I was able to learn from a different angle. I just didn't look at sitting on the edge. I think every time I take the court to the court, I can have an effect. But we are very struggling with free throws right now. And I was always a really good free throws." The Towns also think that their return will help Anthony Edwards. "I have told Ant since the first day. I want to see that he was great and reached the level of size. And I can help him do that. The Ant is still young and I want to make it easier as possible. Make big money and do hard things. And I can do it." Minnesota believes that he can do the same for Rudy Gobert. "The purchase of great offseason. So for me, with Rudy, I want to continue to put it in positions to succeed," he said.